What it do, everybody? This is Keith back with Stock Market Exclusive. Hey, I just wanted to go over a couple of the triggers that we had today. Some really crazy action out there on the oil energy plays. So we had some nice triggers this morning. Posted well before the open, a little watch list, and obviously a couple of triggers that we always look for: pre-market high, day breaks. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. Alrighty, so yeah, this morning I posted this in chat. This was 8 minutes before the bell. This was our watch list of stocks that we were watching. So just a few stocks out of the sector, the oil and gas sector, that were really popping. So let me go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look at ENSV first. And you guys already all know, if you look at our old videos, check out our old videos, you can see a lot of the triggers that we get. A lot of them are through the pre-market high. I have a whole video on that. If you go back into our video library and check them out, pretty cool stuff there. So let me go ahead and pull up this 5-minute chart here. Nice big 5-minute chart. All right. So this is what the chart looked like before at the open here. Or I mean at pre-market, and as you can see, about 5:20. This is when I posted the watch list, and pre-market high was also also lined up with 450. And you can see also that if you go back and look at our extension videos, you can see that the 5-minute chart was caught up. It looked really good. That's why I posted ENSV. It was looking really good for a breakout. And we had the daily chart also gave us some clues as to where the stock would go, because we have a target system as well that we go by. But anyway, so ENSV was on our list out of the 6 stocks that we were watching, or the 7 stocks that we were watching. So nice small list, very, very focused list. And you can see right out the gates here, it triggered immediately, and right before looks like it dipped down, tested VWAP there. It opened right here, dipped down, tested the EMAs, tested the VWAP, and then boom, spiked right up through 450. And typically we like to risk like around the low of the entry candle, so you would have been probably risking about 50 cents or so, which was totally fine because, like I said, our target system told us, looking at the daily chart, that we had lots of room for upside. So on that trigger there, through 450 on about 50 cents risk, you can see that you were up immediately 3, 4R, 5R within 10 minutes. It was a pretty awesome trigger. Unfortunately, I missed it because I was looking at another stock. But you can see here that this one was pretty much, the maker. This would have been like an amazing day maker here. But yeah, I was also looking at the stock that I ended up trading, which didn't give as much follow through at all, was MULN. This was also on our watch list. And I took it through 130 here in anticipation for the 130s, and then also for anticipation of 150s, and then my target was 170. So I actually took this trade here. I got in at 130. I sold a nice chunk of my shares at 143, but I could just sense the weakness in it. It wasn't holding above. It wasn't squeezing through 150 like I wanted it to right away. And so I was very defensive on this trade, and I locked in pretty much more than half of my shares at 143, and then I sold a little bit more, like 139, and then the rest like around like 133 or 32 or something like that on the way back down before my entry. My entry was like, I think at an average of like 130.5 or 131, something like that. So I had a nice trade on that one. That was also on our watch list. MULN right here. So MULN, ENSV, both pre-market high breaks, very simple trades. And then also BTU, which was also on our watch list. That was right here. So 3 out of the 7 stocks that we had on our watch list gave us great triggers. Unfortunately, it just happens like this, guys, but I ended up trading the MULN, which gave the least amount of follow through, and that's just the way it works sometimes. You can't nail every single one. You're not gonna, it's gonna just be like that. You don't know exactly which stock is gonna rip. So I missed BTU as well, unfortunately. But you can see that once we triggered through that pre-market area there, risking like the 70s right here. Maybe if we could just wait for the 22 break on 30 cents. Looks like we had a target area up here at 24.50 area. So it pretty much went right to our target, which was amazing. So that also was a massive, trade too. I mean, we're looking at 1R, 2R, 3R, 4R, 5R, 6R, 7R. So 7 times what you risked. If you risked $100, if you would have held all your shares until your target, you would have made $700. So not bad, not bad at all. It obviously never really works out like that because you're scaling out along the way. For me personally, I like to take 2R scales at first. So I sell a nice chunk at 2R and then I slowly scale out the rest as it spikes, continues to go up. But average, you could have easily got a 3R, 4R average sale on all shares on a trade like this, or like on a trade like ENSV, which were just incredible trades for the day. The market's really picking up. The market's starting to change. The momentum's starting to shift, and it's starting to look like the old days again. So that's really cool. Just got to be patient. You just kind of through that whole lull time of crappy, choppy market action, it was just a good time to just reset. I actually took a lot of time off during that time, and then, just on Thursday last week or Friday, when things started picking up, I could just sense it. I could just feel it. You can see it in the movement. You can see these. Look at how much range is in these stocks now. Like this is the kind of stuff where now it's time to start getting back into the pilot's chair, whatever you want to call it, and just really start focusing again, because these are where the opportunities come, and these are going to make up for the times that are slow. And this is when you really want to capitalize. But don't have FOMO though either, guys. Don't get all FOMO'd out and try and do crazy stuff, because there's going to be more setups. There's going to be more opportunities. We're going to be looking for bounces on all these stocks because today a lot of them pulled back really hard. So the daily chart's starting to pull back on all these energy plays, all these oil plays, gas and oil plays. So we're going to be looking for some good sized bounces here coming up on the daily chart, chart bounces, and there's a lot of good stuff in the near future. So if you guys want to hop into our chat room, we discuss stocks all day. You can shoot me a DM, you can message me. It's all free. It's just a community of traders. There's nothing to buy, we're not selling anything. We're just, enthusiasts basically. So, anyway, guys, so I'll post a link in the description, for the chat room. And, I hope you guys did well today. I only took that one trade on MULN and I just locked it up for the day. And I wasn't really, everything was just pulling back and I just really wasn't feeling it. And so I had a good day. I'm grateful for the gains I got. And I'm going to be looking forward to these bounces coming up in the near future. So, all right, guys, signing off here. I hope you had a great one. I'll see you in the next video.